Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. So today you would not be seeing my face but rather my very oily hands. That's because I'll be showing you how I make my DIY homemade whipped shea butter lotion. So stay tuned and I'll be right back. Well, actually I'm not going anywhere, I'm still here, so and boom. These are my ingredients, and first off it's olive oil, extra virgin, cold pressed, and next one is a coconut oil, which is also raw, organic, extra virgin, and cold pressed. Next, we have our shea butter. I got the shea butter off eBay. It's organic, it's unrefined, all the good stuff. Next is our lavender oil. I'm trying to get this focused, but it's just not focusing. So this is lavender essential oil. You can use whatever essential oil you want, depending on the aroma you're going for. I don't know why the camera is all over the place, but yeah, that's a mason glass jar. You have to be very careful with where you store your lotion because, if you're to go for plastic has the tendency or, to be potentially hazardous because of the chemicals in plastic. And it also has a tendency to leach into your product. So to be on the safer side, just go for a glass mason jar. Okay. I got this off Amazon, but I'm pretty sure you can get it anywhere, including your local stores. Next is a hand mixer. That's an electric hand mixer. You can also use a blender if you don't have a hand mixer, because the first batch I did a month ago, I actually did use a blender. So yeah, you can use a blender if you want. And that's just a plate for what you're going to see what I'm going to use my plate for. Ha. So for my first step, I'm cutting my shea butter into smaller pieces just so that it's easier for me to manage. As you can see, the texture of shea butter is not hard. It's actually quite manageable. It's soft. Not that soft for me to apply on my skin directly, but yeah, it's soft enough. So here I'm just trying to show you the texture of the shea butter itself. Yeah, it can easily melt into your skin. It's just like oil. Now I'm putting all my ingredients into a bowl. First off, I'm starting with my shea butter. Look how oily my hand is already just by dealing with shea butter. And next I'm going in with my coconut oil. So there's no right measurement per se. At this time, I'm just eyeballing everything, and you can eyeball it as well, depending on what you're comfortable with. If you want the olive oil to be more than the coconut oil, then that's fine. If you want the coconut oil to be more than the olive oil, that's fine. But with the shea butter, because that's the main G, that's the main man, the main woman, the main non-gender binary in the bowl, it has to be more than the rest. And I don't know if you can notice, but I haven't added my lavender oil yet because that would come after I am done mixing it a bit. Now it's time for me to whip my shea butter lotion. Whip. Watch me whip. Watch me nail it. Watch me whip. Watch me whip. And actually, guys, don't make the mistake I made here. This bowl is actually too small for it. So look, it's just, I don't know if it's gonna show here, but it did go all over the place at a certain time. And I was like, nope, this is not working. Yep, this is not working at all. No, actually I continued. Wow, Sonia. I still continued. Stubborn ass girl. Look. Yep, it went all over the place and I was like, yeah, nah. There we go. It's in a bigger bowl now and it's easier for me to manage without it flying across the whole room. So yeah, I whipped this for about 2 minutes before I then went and no, actually I whipped it for about 3 minutes before I then went ahead with adding my lavender essential oil. So this is what it looked like after about 3 minutes of whipping. This thing never focuses. Just focus. Because I want to show them that it says lavender oil on the damn bottle. If you got a problem with me. Anyways, yeah, so I added about, actually, I can't remember. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 drops of lavender oil. I did not want it to be too scenty, so 7 drops was just fine with me. You can add as much drops as you want depending on how scenty you want your lotion to be. The shea butter itself has no scent. Coconut oil does have a bit of scent, so yeah, you might want to look at the essential oil you're getting in just so that you don't have conflicting scents going on. Anyways, yeah. So I'm still whipping, whisking, all of the above. And in total, I whipped it for about 4 minutes. 5 minutes. Yeah, just so that we can get it as fluffy as we can possibly get it. And we are done. So I'm transferring my lotion into my mason glass jar. As you can see here, the consistency is sort of still thick here. So if you want it to be a little bit runnier, then you can actually add more oil, more olive oil, more coconut oil, and then still whip it again. And I'm actually going to confess, here I thought this consistency was okay for me. But then the next day when I actually tried applying it, I was like, yeah, I don't want it to be this thick. So I did go back to add more olive oil in it and then whipped it again for another 2 minutes. So yeah, so some people might actually like it this consistency, some people might like it this thick, but I didn't. And if you don't either, you can always just go back, put in more olive oil or more coconut oil and just get your hand mixer in it and just whip, 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 whip away. And I think I did not know this at first because the first batch I actually made, I used a blender like I said. So this is my first time actually using a hand mixer. So with a blender, because everything was going into the blender, it was just easy for me to just put in oil and just blend away. But yeah. And there we go. Look at that. Why spend so much money on products on the shelf that's got so much chemicals in it when you can just have all natural product, all natural coconut oil, everything natural, unrefined on your skin? I've been using this for a month and a half now, and I'm absolutely loving it. Now if you notice, you can still see a bit of shea butter nuts in it. That's because those ones did not whip. There's actually another method of whipping your shea butter. You would have to melt all the oil first. When it's melted, store it in the fridge for a couple of hours, and then whip it again, just so you don't get those little nuts in it. So if that's what you want to do, you can by all means go ahead, but I just can't be asked. This is better, this is all right for me. Maybe one day I would actually try the melting method. But thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I will see you again when I post another video. So like, share, and subscribe. Mwah!